Oh, are we live now? Good morning. Welcome. This is your tech expert Albert. How you doing today? Hope you're okay. Some changes have been made. Nothing has been done to the. Ooh. Let me log on to this. Yep, we're logged in. Well, the Zorin has been running for a long time since the last video. So we know it works. And I haven't made any changes to Wi-Fi. It's amazing what the AI had said. I don't think that was the problem. If I stop and think about it, it had to do with a PC when I was transferring data. It kind of crashed on the system, and and oh, you know what I didn't think about? How am I going to control this? Oh wow, it doesn't matter. Right? Um, so so it's been running since the last live stream. I downloaded Angry Skype Scanner, but it's a GitHub little device. It scans the network in the house. Well, why would you run something like that? Well, make sure everything's running right. That's it. I used to have better programs, but unfortunately, I don't know if they would work today. I still have them. Um, they would map out the whole network in the house and put everything in. It would tell you where everything is and what it was. It was crude, but it did work, and it's better than nothing. Okay, so we haven't been back here for 4 days now. What's been happening? I think I solved the problem with Chrome and the T-Mobile. What was happening was dropping the signal, and then you couldn't add anything. So I think what was causing that, because I have the mesh in the middle, in the corner, because you're not supposed to put walls against it. So I try to put it in the middle, um, and then we had two access points coming out. So that's like three access points in a large loop. They might have been overlapping each other. Well, anyway, I disconnected one because I wanted to plug in the wired LAN into the Chromebook, similar to this one here. Uh, so it seemed to fix the problem. But what has to fix the problem is T-Mobile. The signal, and the way it was set up. They say, well, you have eight antennas, better signal, better quality. But that might be so. But I don't see no difference than I had last time. So, and I noticed another thing too. I searched for GAR, and what I have is just me and another YouTuber pops up. So there's only the two of us have this equipment. Nobody else has this equipment. Should we tell people they should get it or not? It's crazy. Which is better, fiber? We know fiber is better because fiber does work. Yeah, so we know already that fiber does work. Fiber is not perfect. I mean, uh, it could act like sometimes like cable TV, cable internet. Lord, we don't want that. But to be honest with you, the signal's been strong with fiber. Um, I want to get something. I was looking into. They have these extenders, not the extender that you plug into the wall. They have, but it's a lot of money. It's like $200 for it. So it's a USB. Um, it might be a little bigger. Let's see. I don't have it because it's not available yet. So it has a dongle on the other end, and you're gonna say, "Well, isn't that just another antenna system to connect to your laptop?" No, it connects into a router, and you can. Some of these routers are 12 volt. And you can carry. This is what I used to promote. Well, I didn't promote, but this is what I bought. Walmart back in 2021. These are portable solar generators. You can hook up anything, anything can be powered on this, up to 150 watts. This is big. This is it. The whole thing. This is in here. This is a 14,000 milliamp battery, and you have quick charging ports. And these ports you can always use Type C on it by using adapters. And it just hooks up to a solar panel array, and can charge. It has built-in um, weather radio in it too. These were selling for $6 at Walmart. Originally they were $100. They went down to, I got it for like 39. I had to drive to several different Walmarts. It got to a point that everybody was running around trying to find them. So, and also the company made. I'm not promoting them or anything. They made this. You know what this? And you're gonna say, well, gee, isn't it a flashlight? Well, it's more than a flashlight. This is 7,200 milliamp. This has Type C, not Type C, Mini C, Mini USB, and a full size. Okay, Type A. With this adapter can start up your battery in your vehicle. Oh yeah, you just plug in the interface. It's 600 amps, and you plug it into this with the banana clips. That's what I call them, and you can start your engine if your engine is dead. That's what it's for. This was $39. They were selling this for $100. They had it reduced. They had a whole bunch of nobody was buying them because nobody knew what these were for. That's why they didn't sell. Now you know, because a lot of them are out there now. These come in different kind of things, different kind of patterns. All you got to do is charge this up. That's all you really do, and the lights will come on. I don't know if this is charged. Let me see. Oh, it is. There? Oh, okay. This is ready to go. This can charge up your battery. If your battery is dead, only if if the cells are good, could you charge it up. I used to use it on my well, I don't have my vehicle anymore, but because since the accident, which wasn't my fault. But anyway, I don't have it. But that's what this is. This comes with them banana clips. You plug it in, left and right positive. Boom. With the 600 amp chip in it, it starts your car. There's also a flashlight and hazard light. I'm not gonna flash it actually. So that's all this company made is these two products. I had about 4 of these. One I experimented on, so I only have 2 left from those days. So you can charge up your batteries, your cell phone, all that stuff on that. But that was back in 2021. Everybody was really into that stuff. Today than that. What I want to talk about too is this is my friend. He no longer works anymore, or she. What is that? Something flying around? I can't see anything's flying. Yeah. So this is Google Mini. Okay, AI. I don't want that. Well, they don't support it no more because they upgraded Gemini. Gemini can't upgrade to this. This is 2018 model. This still works. This used to sing happy birthday, tell me jokes, might listen to tech news and all that stuff. Yeah. Play music. Yeah. They want you to spend another $50 and get another one. The Mini. Not the Mini, it's the Nest version. Yeah. Unfortunately, I got this for free. Spotify had a deal. So a lot of people hacked the system and got 8 of these for free. I didn't want to go through all that. But the pain in the neck because this thing always wanted to connect to Spotify, and I said no, I don't want Spotify. I want to use something else. But I had it for a long time. It's a long time, almost 10, not even 10 years, but a long time. It could still work, but they changed everything to Gemini, and Gemini requires more power, and this little thing can't handle it. So I have this, and I have the Echo Dot, and I have the original Dot. It looks like a hockey puck, and then we have an Echo. It's Echo Dot. Wait a minute, this Echo. I have the original Echo, and I have an Echo Dot, which is like a round ball. I could never get it to work. And I didn't know that this told me that you could still use it. Oh yeah, really? Without having Prime. And yep, it came on. So, and then for Christmas, I got the Echo. I didn't buy it, got a free gift. I didn't even know I was getting it. But it's pretty cool. It's right next to my bed. It's a 11-inch Echo with a gigantic speaker, oval. You can play some. I don't know if you can do Dolby Atmos, but it does a lot of stuff. I might show it one day. I have to go take it into my bedroom because that's where it is. It's too big. This is a big 11-inch GF got for me for holidays. That's pretty nice. I wasn't expecting that. Never had anybody get me a talking. It's like, well, it's a computer, right? It's Alexa. Um, um, it can pull up my channels. It can do a lot of things. Besides, and then you have the panel. I haven't done a lot of things with it, but it's right there. And I like how you can whisper, "Hey Alexa," and Alexa whisper back to you. It's pretty cool. I don't know if this could do it. I still have Google. Um, we have it in the kitchen, and we have on the TV, and have it on the big screen TV in the living room. Still that's only present. This was another place I had it, but I'm not going to get rid of this, even though it doesn't work because it's stupid. I had it for a long time. It's part of the family. I can go over there now. So, what's going on with Zorin? So Zorin is working. Now, the last time we had Zorin, I told you that we had Wi-Fi problems. I think what happened with that was I was transferring data from the portable hard drive to the other computer. Then we sent it to the Zorin. We can't do it from here because this computer has no types. There's no Type 3 and there's no fast ports. They're all older ports, and it's kind of weird on something like that. So something happened when I was transferring the files. It was like a hiccup, and that caused this to lock up. So I guess it was misinterpreted by um, the code by chat. The chat though was something else. It said you had a conflict, and I'm trying to change up settings. You got to be careful with that. So don't. I didn't change those settings. I left everything like it is. This has been running since 4 days ago. Okay, yeah, since the last Zorin, so it works. Now, like I said, with Linux, it's It's if you don't know Linux now, this interface is the easiest interface. This Pop OS, I was going to play around with that and see how that was um, in Mint. For those of you who really into coding and getting that terminal up and typing up the pseudonym controls, the person who originally created Linux, not Linux, it's Linux, Linux original. He wrote it a certain way. It was easy for him back then. I would have said mount. Just don't have another pseudonym and just say mount drive, add this, pull this down, make it simpler. Don't write it in cryptic code because a lot of people are going to come from Windows and they say, oh, gee, I don't want to touch this. And then a lot of people from Mac, because not Mac people don't even touch anything. Just press a button like that. So it's going to be confusing if you're not really inclined to learn all the commands and all that sort of and know things around and how to pull the files and the files off the internet and pull them down. But out of the box, this could work, but you still have to make it a NAS. You have to do a lot of stuff. It's not easy. I mean, sure, the chat can give you the instructions and tell you how to do it, and you better be able to write out. And you would have to have a computer here or something here, so you have chat talking, so you can just interact and get it going. But it's working now. I can pull it in from the Chromebook here. And to pull it in from the Chromebook has a file system here. So you click on File on the Chrome, and there's some dots over here, right? Like 3 dots. And you go down to where it says Services. And then, see? Let's see if I can find it. So everything's so miniaturized. See, over here. See it here? Right, this one. Right here at the bottom, it says SMB File Share. You click on that one. It should be able to find it. Okay, so it found this computer. See? And you can select one of them. The share. Okay, get a share drive. There's also a print server on it too. Okay, anyway, that's kind of weird. I don't know what that's for. Okay, so you click on the share. You type in the password, your username and password. It connects to it. Then you connected it. You connected right to the Zorin. You're gonna say, well, Zorin is Linux, and this is Linux, right? This is Google's Chrome's ecosystem. It's the same thing as Mint and the same thing as the others. They just made it simpler. They make it so you don't have to get into the Linux development stuff. They kind of hide that separately, but it's still there. There was something I did where I went on Chrome. I went to open up the dock because they have. Remember, they give you free um, Word, similar to Word, spreadsheet. Um, what's the other thing? Spreadsheet, Word and spreadsheet, and I think the other one's like a Power, like similar to um, what's the thing called again? Where you can do presentations and stuff like that. PowerPoint, okay. So, or create documents and forms and stuff like that. Google gives you that, and then you could spend more money on the 2 terabyte they give you per month. Which I had it. It was hard to get out of it. I had to contact somebody and ask them, "Hey, by the way, could you remove this stuff?" And he said, "Sure." I told him why, and he just did it. It's not easy to do that. It's to find somebody on Google to do it. I can't tell you how I did it, but I found somebody. Okay, because everything's so tight and closed, you can't get anybody. Well, once you become a partner with YouTube, you can reach out to them, or if you can do any extra training with YouTube, you get free services where you can get help right away. Say your channel's not working right, and something's going on, you can reach out and say, "Hey, channel not working right," but everything's a work in progress. Well, but anyway, yeah, they have let me see, I can show you what I mean. Okay, let me see if I can log into this. I thought I had this logged. Okay, so click on that. All right, I'm gonna type in my username. Okay, and then the password. Oops, type it in the wrong place. Now, this is a Chrome OS. Some people say, "Oh, you don't need Chrome," but you can do a lot with Chrome because it's just like it's Linux. That's what it is. I should be able to connect. Add. Okay, the share is created. That's quick. That's not 1, 2, 3. It sees it. It recognizes it. When you click on the SBM, well, okay, like I said, you click on the 3 dots in the Chrome OS um, files, my files, okay, because the whole ecosystem. It's not like Windows. You can just open up a folder and get into the files. So simpler, but here. And then you click on services. You can connect to OneDrive from Microsoft, or you can connect to SBM shared. Shared. See it right there? Okay. And that's all you do. You click on it, and you just it'll find the server, the Linux server in the house that's running that NAS, and that's it. You just click on which folder you want to access, and that's it. That's how it works on Linux. It works similar like that on the Mac OS. I'll show you a Mac OS. We'll have to go into the computer. I'm bringing the whole Mac out here. It's kind of crazy how that works. Okay, so I activate Linux development files so you can get into Linux if you wanted to. Yeah, I just did it just for the heck of it. Now, if I click on the share, all the shares come out now from this thing here. Yeah. So I have my thumbnails, my music, my build 2025. I should have a build 2026. Build 2025. That's how you go to other computers. So you pull up this on other computer and can update a computer. Whatever computer is on your network, wireless, but you have to be, this is on fiber. But all this work has to be on fiber because that's how I set it up. I don't want to put it on T-Mobile because it's gonna be, it might flip. Uh, T-Mobile, you have to use 2.4 gigahertz. You have to use a 5 gigahertz, and you have to use a 6 gigahertz. Okay, 6 gigahertz is the Wi-Fi 7. Okay, also it looked like it was 6E. They have 6E as well. So you're basically getting 2.4, 5 gigahertz, 6 gigahertz, 6E, and 7. Okay, which is the same thing. Running. There's a little difference in the speed. When it's working right, you'll see, wow, it's fast. On your phone, you'll see you have your phone Wi-Fi. I'm hooked up to T-Mobile with the GI. Everything's working like it's supposed to, but it doesn't last. It'll drop to 2.4, and that's terrible. So I tried to disable 2.4 and use my own access point, and let it manage to 2.4 instead of this thing here, with its four antennas. Well, the four antennas right now. Now those ports on the mesh number two, they're 2.5 gig, which is really 1.3 or 1.5. That's what it comes out to be if it's running at full. Since I don't have anything to test that, it's kind of hard. But when I was testing it on the phone, our cell phones from T-Mobile can handle Wi-Fi 7. So I can see it comes in. But sometimes it drops down to 2.4. Sometimes it drops down to 5. Sometimes it drops down to it's slower speeds. It's not consistent. That's what it. Just like cable internet, it's not consistent. It bounces all over the place. It can be you're paying for a gig and you're getting like a 250 megabits. It's crazy. And but the fiber, by default they want you to use 920, 940, like the cable companies. But you can get around that. No, there's a way to get around that. But anyway, oh, I forget this is not touchscreen. You got to use a mouse so I can get to my folders. So I can get now back to this with the Zorin. I can get into the Zorin NAS that I created on this. It's all here, everything. I can let's see. Oh, here's it. See, I can display my tech logo. This is the tech logo for the channel. Okay, I created this myself. Hey, by the way, on the channel here, YouTube gave me access to shopping, so I set everything up right and try to get my logo on t-shirts and hoodies and everything. Guess what it said? You don't have enough subscribers. So why offer me that if I don't have enough subscribers? It's a pain. Don't get me started. It's not YouTube's fault. It's the company that sends out. I found another company that might be better than the company I was using. I'm gonna switch. On my other channel, I did that last night. I switched. I just deleted everything, and because they can't get the logo on my shirts. It's like on cups and everything. It's like the logo is supposed to be round. It's obolated. Obolated means it's stretched out. It looks terrible. This other company, you don't have to do anything. They just do it. They even have people they generated to fit into the clothes so you can get to see what it looks like. So I'm testing them out. I saw somebody else using them, so I said, why not? They create a whole web page. They don't have the domain. They charge you more for the domain. The domain's cheap today. But do you need it? Is anybody going to look at the domains? I don't think so. I had the domain for about a couple of years. Google has domains. Right? You can have your name. Say your name was Joe No. Okay, so Joe No at .com. Okay, Joe No. Okay, no, JONO. Okay, .com. So you had a site. You can www.joeno.com. You could have that. Then you create they give you everything to create your own. It's ecosystem. You could have it. You could have different pages going to different things. So I did one for the music channel, but nobody would go there because I don't have the time. And it's not important like before. Before it was so important to have your own .com and all that stuff. Everybody goes to YouTube. They go to YouTube Music. They go to Spotify. They go to all that. So they're not really gonna go out the ecosystem. Or TikTok people are gonna stay in the ecosystem. They're not gonna come out. Why would you go from TikTok to YouTube? Because TikTok is doing the same thing, and so it's crazy, So that's what I figured. So I just tell them no, I'm not going to renew. It's only $11. It's cheap. I think it's or $12.99, some kind of crazy price like that. Okay, so this is working. This is what we wanted. Got a 500 gig. That's another thing. Those things are expensive. I can't get another SSD. I was trying to get one. I could got one 4 terabytes. And I think I shouldn't mention it. Somebody bought them all. They were $99 for 4 terabyte. That's the purple drive, but in SSD. Yeah, They're gone. I can't. I haven't looked, but I can't find it for that price. Everything's sky high in prices. And this one here, the vendor from my Walmart, it had that for 43. And then he jumped it up to 55. Gone crazy. I'm not paying 55 for that. But anyway, gotta use what you gotta use, you know. So that's working. So if you want to create an NAS, let me know. So we get you going on that. We try to go through the steps and stuff. It's a lot, but to finalize everything, I mean, I could create one on my, now if I had to. Oh, okay. So what I've been doing is, as you have you seen the channel, how the layout is. So if you're starting YouTube channel, you might want to follow what I'm doing, because it works out. Um, I have a channel since 2016. It's 10 years now. So that means I have 10 years experience with YouTube. Yeah. That's the chef channel. Oh, what happened here? Bounce back. Look at it. It jumped. What is it? Where is it? Right here. How do we get to eBay? I just hit a. I'm on Brave. I don't. It's Brave. I mean, I hit a certain button. It jumps to eBay. I don't know why. It's crazy. Okay. So you can have your channel lay out the way you want. Some people say you should have popular videos, but the bots and the trolls, they can attack you going through those going that popular. So I wouldn't put popular there because you don't want anything from the past. You should only keep what you want shown. Your current releases, you can control. That's what I'm doing here now. New releases, I control that. Otherwise it would say videos. I don't want videos. I want you. This is for the current month because you're only interested in the current month. You're not really interested in the past because it's current technology you're into. So this is all current. Then I have all my channels. I have 10 channels. The 10th one is not controlled by me. It's controlled by YouTube Music because I distribute my music. I'm a musician. Musician. Okay. So music. It's musician. Okay, I said it right. So there's two more channels that's not here. There is the solar channel. I'm gonna add it. I can't do it from here. And the one they give you for your music, for your audio only music. Okay, so all that I've sent to the music distributor. So that's the 10th channel. Okay, and the other ones I control. Right now, the tech and the barber, they're newer ones. Okay, I mean, well, not tech and barber. We're on the program with the YouTube, so we're partners with them, but not 100%. You have to have 1,000 subscribers. So gotta get you guys to subscribe so we can get up to that point. So what happens at that, you know, get more notice and hopefully get more products. But YouTube has a different system now to do. If you get on the YouTube shopping affiliate program, it's good because whatever you demonstrate in the video and you have it, right? So you bought it or you have it, right? You can find it in the affiliate, something similar to it, and you can attach it to your video and people can see it. Hopefully they buy it, like that. Instead of putting it in description and putting an affiliate link, because people don't want to dig through all of that. So when they're watching the product, and you have to have the product on there. So say I had this, right? And you see it, then I put the link, it'll pop up on the screen and it tells you how much it is. And you click on it, and there's a little commission there, and that's how that works. So that's what they're aiming at. But you have to be I think at least 10,000. I think it's 10,000 on that to get that working. I don't know. I don't know because I don't have it on this yet, so I can't tell. But yeah, how's that working? I don't know. Started playing around with it. I say, hey, okay, I have this product, right? What looks similar to it? So I just find it, and you find the vendor that's on the list. They have to be on the list. It's kind of crazy. Most of them are Walmart, but there's they don't give you anything for the product. It says, what's the sense of linking it to them? I don't know. But, you know, that's about it. You might want to think about that if you have channels that have 10,000 or more subscribers, you know? You might want to get into that. Get a little fashion here, make my own design. But anyway, yeah. So back to the channel here. You can display anything you want on your channel. I mean, it's up to you. We have members here, so member videos are here. So thanks to those who are members, thanks, appreciate it. That helps the channel. They pay a small little fee. Here we have, I think there's two set up for members. This team. I set up like you're working as a technical support. You have the team, you get the VIP team or whatever it is. I have it set up to. I can't get into it from here because this ecosystem is just for the running the NAS, and I'm just here. I can go on the internet just like you would go on there like that. And if you're doing shorts, yeah. So you should do live streams. When you can do live streams, you do live stream shorts and the full video on your channel, all three like that. Here I'm just doing live streams, so the word can get out. Yeah, yeah. But yeah. So we'll do live streams. We got to get up to 1,000. Then we get up to 1,000, we'll go back to doing full videos. I mean, sometimes I do full video, um, but live streams will go out when I can make them. Yeah, they don't have something to talk about. There's no sense making things and not having nothing to talk about. Okay, I know you guys are into the Linux stuff, so we built our own NAS, saved some money instead of spending $300 or $400 on a NAS. And we just built it yourself. You got to take an old computer. I'm sure you have computers that just laying around the house. I used to have more, but not here, not this place. We have a 386. I'm going to pull that out, see if I can get that to turn on. We have an Atom computer from ColecoVision. You have two of those. The game console from the Atom, the ColecoVision game. We have about a couple of games with that. And then we have the computer module for it. You just plug in the module. So that's module number 3. See, that game system allows you to hook up modules. You had a steering wheel module with the accelerator, and you can drive turbo around the track, like that. And then, and then the other one was to play Atari game systems like Pitfall and all that stuff. I have all that stuff. And we also have Nintendo Wii. The black edition version. Got that one. I had the other one. Kind of got left behind. I had the PlayStation game system, the first one. I had $600 worth of games for that. It's crazy. I got all that stuff. But my ex lent it out to her family and stuff, and I came back from visiting my family, and my games were gone. To Gran Turismo, that was the best game in there. I used to drive this Steve McQueen. It was an actor. He drove. He was in Bullet, and he drove. I think it's a '69 Mustang or something similar to the Mustang, and he was driving around. But those had bad handling, and I just able to get they didn't have what you have today. So when you turn the curve, it could slide all over the place. So so that's missing, and I had a couple other games that are missing. It's a shame. So that's why I don't like to lend out things to people or kids, because kids can take things and then they get lost. And say, where is it? Oh, we can't find it. And you kind of screwed. You don't have it. So we're thinking about getting a PlayStation. What, 5 is out now? So expensive. But right now I just play games online. That's about it. I play Star Trek online. Those of you who play Star Trek online, they have another event. You get the Artemis or Antimus or some kind of module. I got it by using loyal. They were called they're like tokens. Um, I think they were called loyalty something, right? And I checked I have a whole bunch of characters, and a lot of them have these tokens. So I take the token. So say you have to have 14 days of progress. It pushed it all the way up to 13 days. So I just have to play one more, and I get it. So you get this. I summoned this thing, and I said I thought it was a gigantic ship coming out. It's a tiny little ship pop out, and it goes and attacks the enemy for you. But it's so tiny. And then you get with that comes with allows you to update your weapons, to a higher level, Mark 15 and stuff like that. They kind of cut back a lot on that stuff. And I don't know, I think you get lobby crystals too, which are good. You can buy futuristic stuff, specialty weapons and stuff like that. Or when you do events, you can get ahead of the game and get it now, but you have to use up a lot of lobby crystals. They give you 1,500 lobby crystals. You can buy a lot of stuff with that. You can outfit your whole beam down crew with a powerful weapon, or you can, but you still have to mark it up, So it takes time. Yeah. But yeah. So that's a game I play. I used to play Asphalt 9. It gets boring. You drive the car around the track and try to become first place. You have to hit other cars and knock them out of whack. And then I know there's other games out there, but yeah, it takes time. Neverwinter is medieval. I can ride a horse and attack demons and stuff like that. That's Neverwinter. A lot of people don't want to play it because they changed the the scoring system. So I was at 39, so now 39s are at the highest level in the game. Those that had 100 and something, that's gone. I don't know where they put them at, but it's changed the game up, which is it's all right. Um, what I want to talk about here today is so we are a tech channel. We cover everything, even TV shows. Uh, Star Trek Academy came out, right? I check the time. Star Trek Academy came out. It went out. It was released last Thursday. Thursday. Yeah, I think it's Thursday on YouTube for free. You can watch the first episode. Um, then they made a second episode, but people are mixed reviews, and people, to me, it wasn't what I expected, and I expecting another Janeway, I'm expecting another Next Generation, Deep Space Nine. This time they focus more on Earth, and they have a school. It's futuristic, and most of the people there, they're from different species. You know, and some of the species, I thought some of them were like extinct, like you know, but I guess not, because in Kirk days, some of them didn't don't exist anymore. But anyway, they have a whole academy of students and everything. So let's see where they're going. I heard there's only 9 episodes were made. Each one is a 10 million. So let's see where they go with all the special effects. But I think that a lot of people don't like it. Yeah, I watch it. It's different. It's good. I don't like to give things away, but you already know that the holographic doctor. Please state the nature of your medical emergencies on there. I'm sure the rest of them will pop on there eventually. It is something different because we don't have much choices. End of the month, the 28th is Star Trek Strange New Worlds coming, the fourth one. So that should be interesting. Uh, yeah. Let me see something here. I'd like to see what's going on in tech. Microsoft rushes out to rush out updates to fix broken Windows patch Tuesday. Bad software. What's this about? Well, Microsoft, they want you have to get a new PC. If your PC doesn't have uh, that um, T that let's say TM thing, if you don't have it, but and you have to have it, and the computer has to have something else, which this one doesn't have. That's why I put Zorin on this, So it forces you to, it won't update past, see what happened here. The company published 6 OOBs updates to support versions of Windows 11 23.2. Really? So they are supporting 23H2, 25H2, Windows 10 22H2, and server version from 2019 through 2025. These updates currently available as standalone downloads Viva Microsoft Update Catalog, but they are expected to be folded into February 26th update cycle. A broken cloud connection or a system that refuses to shut down would be frustrating enough on its own, but the problem is the January patch Tuesday didn't end there. Users have reported additional issues, including Outlook failing to launch black screens and other reliability glitches. What's new? Well, Microsoft, Linux, Chrome, Google, Android, Mac, you know. Remember, it's a work in progress. Work in progress means they're continuously working on it. They came out with it. When they came out with it, they had a lot of bugs. That's why you have so many different versions of these OSs. Apple, Mac OS, iOS, I was shocked. So many updates on the iOS. It stopped, I think, around 16. I don't know if they're still doing it. Um, but there's a lot of updates and patches and some of that. That's you're gonna expect it. So whoever's programming these patches and whoever's programming, if they don't do it right, they're fooling around. They look the other way. You know, you're gonna have these glitches. You're gonna have some problems. It's always a problem. You know it. So it's just you have to live with it. It's very confusing. Windows 11 23 2 2025. But at least they're supporting everything, all the way down to Windows 10 2022 H2. I know a lot of you like Windows 10, but it was very unstable because it just came from Windows 7, and 7 couldn't access a lot of the CPU power and extra RAM. Then when we got Windows 10, it could do it, but it was still something new. So when 11 came out, it was supposed to solve all that. But 11, um, I don't see the ads. I don't see a lot of the stuff that Microsoft put in there. There were software that can stop all that stuff. You just have to know how to do it. Just stop it. I don't want to see. I don't want to be like that in there because you're using an operating system. It's your computer. You don't want to hit too much with things in your face. But Microsoft is huge. They got billions of dollars. I don't know if they have trillion. I have to see what their network is. But Bill Gates, he and the other guy, they started the company back in the 80s. If I go back in time, I would like to have as much of that stock because today it's worth a lot. A lot of them, and then I guess the VP, he's like billionaire too. I don't know. They just have a lot of money. So everybody's dependent on this because they were trying to get the computer into everybody's home. The DOS computer, it was too complicated. When you look at DOS, you think of Linux because it's the same thing. It's a terminal. You have to binary code, so they create Windows so they make it easy. What you see is what you get, and was the premise. Okay, and you make it easy. Just go there, type, click, go, and do what you have to do. Print out. You have to have a printer. We've come a long way in printer technology. Whew. I could tell you some stories, but yeah, and you can do it. And it's a plotter too. You have a printer, and you spend some more money. You see a lot of businesses. I was working. You have a long plotter. That's for longer pieces of laminated paper and stuff. You can print out posters and your dome designs. You should have one of them. But those are expensive. You're talking about a couple of thousand. And it's big. But it's a printer. HP makes it, and that's all. I used to install HP, so that's all I know about that. I'm not promoting, but that's it. That technology, the printer technology, has come a long way. I don't know if you've seen it because I was doing 23, 22, and stuff like that. I was installing printers for HP. Well, I installed it. The printer was there. I have to make sure it's on the network. So I contact somebody, like he could be in a couple of states away, and he'll double check. They can see all the managed. They're called managed printers. Okay. MPS, managed printer system. So they're on the network, right? And they a lot of these companies, they lease them. Okay, they have an SLA, service line agreement, and these printers, they had built-in computer screen, so it's touch screen. It's like that, and they can have it on the desk, self-standing. The self-standing ones, you need more than one person. Those things can get really heavy. It took 4 guys because the thing is so heavy. And then they have stacks at the bottom trays. Oh, so many trays. It's a nightmare. But anyway, but that's what I was doing. Yeah, it's all right. After a while, it get boring. But it's a lot of money because you have to know what you're doing. I was like an expert at that. I work closely with an project manager. Give me a good reference. That reference can be used anytime if I want to use it. But the whole thing, what I'm saying is, there's a lot of choices for printers and a lot of things. There's a lot of print. Stay away from the inkjet printers. Try to get laser. I had a Dell LED array, so it didn't use it used toner, but it didn't have a fuser. Okay, fuser. So when the paper comes out, it burns onto it. It doesn't burn. It heats up and comes out before it goes through the fuser. So it had a LED array. It had different array of colors. It was quick too. It's a different, but it stopped working. Um, the the mechanism for it stopped working. I can take it apart. I have it. I have it still here. It's in the patio. It's hard to throw things away. But anyway, that was, they don't have. I don't know if they still have them because I don't see the LED array printers. So you get today. Canon has the fuser, the toner. The toner for a lot of these laser printers are very expensive today. They're not cheap. So and the black always goes out, and you just have colors. And how can you print black without the color, the black tone? And you can print it, but it looks weird. Yeah. And I make all my badges and everything for my shows, channels with the Canon. But and we have to get toner. Toner for it now, it's expensive. Well, it's not cheap. And should you get Canon toner? Canon said get genuine products. If you don't, you have a problem. Well, it's true. If you get crap, um, God, I made some badges with what I got from Walmart from that vendor. I would never get it again. Uh, gotta get the right toner. We should get that today. And I have to put the toners in because that Canon, I can't print on it. Nothing come. It's spitting out white paper. So what's going on. There was a trick. We used to take out the black toner out of the laser, shake it, and move it, and then put it back in. It would work. Right? With all the colors, you take them all out and you shake them. Make sure you don't get toner on your skin. Okay, wear gloves. Shake it. Put it in there. A lot of things with these printers are the pickup rollers. The pickup roller is like a little roller with rubber. I had stuff with it was designed for you. It looks like some kind of oil base. You spray it on and you wipe with like a cloth, like a cotton cloth, like a terry cloth, and you can extend the rubber on the roller. So because when the paper goes off the tray, it picks up the pickup roller, puts it through the system. All those rollers have to be changed. That's what I used to do. I used to take those apart. It's called a PM kit, printer maintenance kit, and for each printer had their own. I used to work on the 5000 series. I can't remember all the series. The 9000 series was very popular. Um, and if you know your printer is good, and say they came to you and say, "Hey, Albert, uh, we're wasting money on this printer. Can we get something better?" Well, let me research it. I did that, and they offered me a permanent job, paying a lot of money, but it was in another state. And the directors offered me, 2 directors, because I helped them. One of their printers caught on fire. Had nothing to do with me, because they didn't know how to put the tone. I said, "Be careful with that, because you can catch on fire." So, and it did. So that's not my fault. So I said, "Why you're spending over $100 extra a month Just to have me to come out, because every time I come out, it was $100, to fix it. So I said, you could save money, and I can tell you which one to get. I said, okay, do it. And they did it. They ordered it. Somebody else delivered it, and it was me. I felt good because they listened to me. It was good. But yeah. But the thing is this: you, you have to get the right printer for the right department. If your department you have like um, 500 or more, and everybody's printing to it, and the printer can only do so much, you might have to get two top of the line. The ones I have today, they can handle high volume of printing. You still have to have somebody to watch it because it can break down, and it can only do so much print before it breaks down. So that's what I used to do. I used to do that a lot. But that's about it. Okay. Now, oh, people complain about Windows 11. This is what they have. I mean, you can go to Mac OS. I have Mac OS. I was Apple Care. I trained for Apple Care. I got an offer, and I went down for an interview. They all interviewed me. They put me. I went to training, but I was the only one in the training class that was Windows and Android. I had no idea about the Mac. Everybody in the class had Mac. I didn't have a Mac, so we trained on Mac OS desktops. Yeah. Back then it was Mac 10 was out X. They were showing us the watch and all that. That was, um, but I learned, you know. And then when I had to get on the phone and talk to customers, I'm out with Apple Care. How can I help you? And then they say, yeah, I'm having problems. I hear in my head, I say, I'm having problems with iMusic. iMusic. What's the hell is that? What's that? I didn't know what that was. I know what it is now. But I'm just saying, I didn't know what it was. Um, I said, hold on, let me look into it for you. Yeah. So that's how I did it. Never tell the client you don't know what it is. You say, you'll look into it. Look into it. That's better. Look into it. Get back with them. Never tell them you don't. I don't know. I had no idea. Don't say that. Don't do that. But you're looking into it. That's the best way to do it. On that. Help desk. That's how you start. I personally, I don't want. Even though it was higher end, I just don't want it. I don't like it. I don't like to go on the phone, have that headset on your phone constantly. I did it here. There was a job online. I did that, and we supported Frontier Communications, fiber. They trained fiber in watch, you know, attend the class. You got paid for it though. It took 30 days to learn fiber, so I learned fiber and the ONT. That's what they use. And you don't need ONT anymore. Here I have fiber. We have it straight through. We have the fiber go underneath the road, right? A pipe comes into the house directly outside, and then they plug the fiber in directly. And there's no ONT, there's no coax. It's straight, full power. That's it. And when I friend the fiber in my house for the first time, I said, "Holy cow, 900 down and 900 up." But now we go beyond that because we just do a little tweak in that little G. Is it GW? Is it G? I can't remember the thing. What it is. What's it? It's BGW. Yep. Yeah, BGW. What? BGW 320.505. There's a new one for Wi-Fi 7, um, but they won't give it to me unless I get 2 gig down, or 5 gig down, or 10 gig down. Um, then you have to get the extender for it. Make sure before you get anything and you're paying for 2 gig, they're supposed to give you the extender for free, and there's no charge. Okay, make sure of that. But this thing here has 2.5 port on it. So, but this is my second one. The first one stopped working. So the guy that came said, "Hey, you're better off using wired, but then you have to have." Well, no, I want to go wireless. Because I don't want all these wires. I had a lot of. I had a complete. I duplicate what you go into a business. You have your own. Not here, but Up north, I have my own network closet. I have some pictures. I had a nice little primitive, but I did everything like that. And I had access points on each level of the house. Basement. Basement had like a, not basement, it had a nice room. And I had a closet. I used that for the network closet. And I run the wires all around the house. I run Ethernet cable outside on the roof. I turn on the roof, 100 feet, and ran it through the ducts and stuff. Or draw a hole in the windowsill and put the wire right through and then seal it up. I did everything. Even though the temperatures went down to minus 10 or minus 30, the Ethernet cable would stand. The house today now, I looked up on Google Earth, the people who took over it, I don't think they had those wires out there that would break them when they put new roof and stuff like that. But hey, it worked, you know. I had it like a Dutch colonial. So the garage is in the basement, okay? Then there's a room over here. It's built like this: one, two, three stacks, and that's how the house is built. So the living room, it's underneath the living room. The garage is underneath the living room. So it's pretty. That's how they built it in the 20s, you know. Then we had these secret rooms inside the house. But anyway, so I had access points in the basement, up. Well, no, in the basement we had, what do we have? The main system coming in, because I'm on the Cox, I had Cox communication. So they came to the house and they said, whoa, you have no connection from the pole to this house. So they had to run a whole pole. So they brought a bucket truck and I had to watch all that being done. And then run the wire to the house and then wire it in. I said, go into the basement because that's where I'm going to have everything as close as possible. Then I use access points throughout each level. So the second level, which is where the living room, the kitchen, and my office was, access point there. And then we had the upper level, another access point up there. It worked perfectly. I didn't have a problem. Everything worked. I went from G 80 that would be Wi-Fi 3, yeah, to Wi-Fi. No, I didn't have Wi-Fi 4. Wi-Fi 4. So 3 and 4 I had at the time. Everything worked. Yeah. Now we have Wi-Fi 7, and we really can't get it stable with T-Mobile in the window. A lot of you don't like, I know you might not like the cellular, but remember, it's cell, so you can't expect too much, okay? And in fiber, you can do more. Next generation of stuff, satellite, but the problem with the satellite, it's expensive. The speeds are not the same, and well, you know, the speeds are not the same because they have to go through the same thing with the cellular. The cellular, the problem with the cellular is the frequency. There's a lot of interference, okay? And then a lot of people. Everybody's a node, okay? NOD. So you're a node on the network, okay? Can only handle so many nodes. You'll learn about that when you work in different campus farms. That's what they call them when you have so many employees and the network closets all over the place. You'll learn more about that. So everything's a node. Each light on that switch and rapidly running across it. Even when you're talking to ChatGPT or Gemini or Alexa, you are a node. They don't really see you. I was checking the chat. I can get chat on here and I can talk to it. Let's see. I don't know if it'll work on this. I didn't realize. Let's see. Close out of that. Close out of this. Let's see if I can get him or her, whatever the name is. Okay. I don't know if it'll work on him. Let's see if this works. All right. Voice. No, stay out. Okay. Amber.
Hey, I'm ready to hit the ground running. So if there's anything you'd like me to focus on first, just let me know.
See, that's chat, and that's what's this? Jupiter.
Hey there. I've got a really great feeling about us teaming up. How can I jump in and help?
Hi, glad to meet you. I think we're going to do great work together.
Sounds like.
Where should we start?
Hey, how's it going? I'm looking forward to working.
Hey, what's up? Feel free to ask me.
Hey, it's great to meet you.
Hi there. Nice to meet you.
Hello. It's lovely to meet you.
Hi there. I just want to share how.
Hey, I'm ready to hit the ground running.
Wait a minute.
Hey there. I've got a really great.
Hi.
Hey, what's up? Feel free to ask me about anything.
Hey, it's great to meet you.
Hi there. Nice to meet you.
Hello. It's lovely to meet you. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'm here to help.
Oh, you have to log in and use it. I thought this thing. Okay, what's log in? Google. I'm gonna log in with Microsoft. I'm not even on Microsoft. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see. Can you can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Let me know if there's anything specific you need help with.
Oh heck, what were we talking about? Um, hmm. Okay. How many nodes? How many um how many can you talk to at the same time? You can only talk to me, but you're designed to. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. So, in terms of handling multiple conversations, I can definitely interact with lots of users simultaneously. Each conversation is independent though, and I can switch between them seamlessly. So, I'm designed to handle many chats at once.
Okay, cool. Sounds so funny. So you see how that works, right? But
Absolutely, it's pretty neat. It lets me be flexible and responsive, whether it's just one-on-one or handling multiple conversations at the same time. It definitely keeps things interesting.
so there's a big patch from Microsoft. Are you familiar with that patch?
Yeah, definitely. Microsoft has had a bunch of different paths over the years from their software development and cloud
No, no,
services
no,
to
no, 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 no. The one that's this they have to fix 10, 10, 8, 22 H2, Windows 11, 23 H2, 25 H2, Server 19 to 25. You heard about that one, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Those updates and patches for Windows, like the 22H2 and 23H2 versions, definitely keep things interesting. They often bring in bug fixes, security
And
patches, and
that,
new features, and sometimes they can be a bit of a
no,
challenge for admins to manage. Definitely something I'm familiar with.
okay, well, we're gonna get out of that. I don't know when to get out of it. Okay, let me say something here. Okay, okay. Well, I know as soon as I talk about that, a lot of you don't like the AI, for some reason. But that's it. Um, the thing of the AI as another branch of the system. Um, they're really putting a lot of money. The United States is putting a lot of money into it. It's taking up a lot of energy. Eventually, what's going to happen is, be a lot of you might not even notice. What's going to happen is they're going to have humanoids, droids walking around. Eventually. Oh wait a minute, it's getting late. The time's 11 o'clock. I have a conference I have to attend. I get myself into these things. But I have that to take care of. All right. Any questions? No? Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. I can't even log in here. Well, if you found this live stream helpful or educational or helpful in your life, just hey, hit that like and and subscribe. Okay, trying to get up to 1,000. We'll have more details and more stuff. I just wanted to go over a few things. Just to let you know that the Zorin works. So if you want to build your NAS, you can build a NAS, okay, or whatever it is. Um, can you use it as daily? Yeah, because it's gonna be just like the Chromebook, the same thing. You can use it. You can access the NAS files on here, Mac, Windows, cell phone. I have to look into that though. That I'll have to look into. Okay, let's close this thing. Oh, Lord. Um, yeah, that's my music channel. um, so Chromebook. Chromebook. Think of Chromebook and Zorin the same thing. The Zorin you can go more into depth, but the Chromebook is Linux. It's another form of Linux, but they're trying to make it more like a Windows kind of a way because you have the buttons on the bottom and everything. But here, okay. So we say, what are you gonna do on this? Well, you could do Google Meeting. You can do you can check your email. You can check your calendar. Uh, check your photos. Play YouTube. Um, even watch movies on here too. You can do a lot. But that's about it. Okay. Hey, thanks for watching. All right. All right. All right, that's it. We'll have another one of these. We learned a lot today. Okay, take care. Oh, gee, there's a bug in this again. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a bug. Yeah. Artificial artifacts. That's why I have to tilt like this to get rid of it. Okay. Take care. Thanks for watching. We'll have another one of these or something else. Okay.